Sometimes we have to figure out the lengths of missing sides on a figure. So take a look at this irregular figure. I've got all of these sides listed, but I don't have these. And so I want you to notice something. If I take this 12 and this 4 and this 10, and I push them all the way over to the opposite side, you see that those three lengths together make this length over here. And so this side is just 10 plus 4 plus 12, which would be 14 plus 12 would be 26. All right, and then I can do the same thing to find this top length. I can take this 6 and this 18 and this 6, and if I push them that way, you see that these three together would make this length. And so 6 plus 18 plus 6 would equal, let's see, 12 plus 18 would equal 30. And so then I've got this side is 26, this side is 30, and I already know that these three pink lengths are 26, and I already know that these three green lengths added up to 30. And so when I add these all together, I get 56 plus 56, or 112 units is my perimeter for this figure. If I wanted to find area, of course, I could break this into smaller rectangles just by drawing some lines and then finding the length times the width of each of these parts. Let's look at another one. Okay, I've got this length is 35, and this length is 7, and this is 45. And so I can use the thinking that I did before. I know that this piece and this piece and this piece, if I push them all down, I could see that those were the same length as 45. So I don't have to know them individually. I know that all three green pieces would add up to 45. Okay, now this is a little bit trickier. You notice that this part right here, this pink piece, and this pink piece are going to be, they overlap, and so they're going to be actually more than the 35. And so how can we figure that out? I noticed that this little part is 7, so that means this part is 7. And I noticed that this part right here would be 7. And so if I cut out that 7 and I cut out this 7, then the remaining two pieces would add up to 35. And so I know that this plus this would be 35. But then I have this extra 7 and this extra 7. So that's going to be those pink lengths. And then I'm going to take the 45 that I found for the green sides and the 45 on the bottom and this 35 on the side and add those all together. Give me a moment to use my calculator. So I'm going to do 35 plus 7 plus 7 plus 45 plus 45 plus 35. So 174 units will be the perimeter around that figure.